we get a moment to like revisit with each other and kick off 2023. So, my name is AnNur Barnett, by the way, for those that are watching and don't know who we are. I'm a senior talent acquisition partner here with Blend 360, and this is my great colleague, Catherine.
Hi, I'm Catherine Gibson. I'm a client engagement vice president here at Blend 360.
Yeah, and we're here today just to really have a casual conversation kicking off 2023 about different trends right now and how important the client feedback is related to performance and our consultants and what we've seen, what we're experiencing, and how it can benefit all of us that are watching and paying attention today.
That's great. Well, I have some ideas about this because I talk to clients every day in the course of my job. And, one thing we do here at Blend is we keep our eye very close on the labor market, what's going on, what are employment trends. I don't think I'm telling anybody anything new that unemployment's at record low rates. It's hard to find good people. I saw last month Janet Yellen talking on 60 Minutes about that we're at full employment, and for every open job, I think she said there was 1.7 open jobs for every job seeker. So it's hard to find great talent. AnNur and her colleagues fortunately find them every day, but yes, exactly. What we like to do is make sure if you've got one of our resources on engagement at your company, and you really like how they're doing, we want to make sure they stay there. And so when there's so much opportunity out there, how do you encourage your team members from Blend to stay with you? What do you need to be doing to show that that they should stay there and not even start looking around for a new job? And what we find at the end of the day, and you can think about it in your own career as well, right, AnNur, is communication.
Communication is everything.
Right. Do you know where you stand with your manager? Do you know what you're doing well and what you should continue doing well? Do you know what areas you might want to improve? I'm personally a fan of more focus on your strengths and do more of those. That's my managerial preference when I'm coaching people. But, it's kind of as we get back into the office in 2023, what is everyone working on? Or hopefully you finished at the end of last year was your performance management, your write-ups for people who have a fiscal year who ended at the end of December. So as one of our consultants on your team, you obviously are not doing a formal write-up, a formal performance appraisal. But I suggest the best practice is as you are spending time with each of your team members to give them formal reviews. Also, as your regular check-ins with our team members who are deployed with you, to have a casual conversation and let them know what they're doing well, what you want them to continue doing in the new year, or is there something that you'd like them to change or shift? It's the perfect time of year to sit down and have that conversation.
Absolutely. And I think it's good to also keep in mind too that consultants are really we all want to hear the feedback, right? Every employee wants to hear the feedback, even the clients. The clients are employees also, right? They want to hear feedback. They want to know if they're being impactful on their staff's position and career growth. And consultants want to hear that they're doing well, so they might have a possibility to become either permanent or they're just adding to their career growth and they know they're doing the right thing. I mean, this is something that it's personal and professional, right? We yearn for that feedback. And I think it's also great to go into the new year being receptive to all of those little touch points. And also stepping up to the plate and asking the question, though. We should never be waiting for a manager to come and tell us something, whether it's good or bad. We should be asking because that shows we're actually interested in hearing what's happening and how we're improving and encouraging our managers' growth at the same time. It's a partnership.
I couldn't agree more, AnNur. It is, it's just something that it's not only best practice as human beings working with other human beings, it's what you want to know. How can we work together more effectively? Because what's that going to do at the end of the day? That's going to retain your employees. It's going to retain our employees who are on assignment with you, and it's going to help you perform better as a team. So stepping up and taking a few minutes to just have those discussions, we highly recommend them. I'm always giving feedback to our team members that I hear from our clients, but it's so much more powerful when you have that conversation directly as well.
Yeah. Catherine, I have a question because you're so well versed in the client side, right? And I'm really coming to this conversation from the consultant side. How do your clients receive your professional services, your opinion, your support when it comes to talking about these performance evaluations and feedback moments, knowing that they're not directly managing anyone necessarily, right?
Right. Well, I think it comes to kind of like how we are right now. We're having a conversation. It's not like something is saying, here's what you have to say, here's where you have to put somebody on a matrix.
Right.
And just knowing that, like you and I working together in a daily capacity, if there was something that annoyed me, or I would want to share that with you, and I'm sure there's plenty of things you've shared with me over time. It's like, how can we work better together? Or can we change a process if I need to, whatever that might be, let's do that, because it's going to make us better partners together. And it's also just going to make us more successful in achieving our goals. So looking at it from how can we achieve our goals better, faster, more efficiently, quicker, cheaper, that's what we want to focus on at the end of the day. We are here in a work environment. We are solving business problems just like our clients are every day. And so let's do it better. And how can you do it better than just to take time to have that conversation?
Yeah, definitely. And, I know that you and I have talked about this before, but, we're still kind of dealing with the pandemic and the aftermath of that, unfortunately. But coming from the pandemic, it really gave everybody such a great opportunity to really do some strong self-reflection, as an individual and as a company, right? A lot of companies got to do self-reflection on what they wanted to do, how they wanted to impact the footprint. In a global scale or a local scale. And I love the fact of working with Blend and the opportunities that we're providing our consultants and we're providing our clients with the right consultants, because we really look at it from that perspective where we're trying to be as impactful as we can in a positive way.
Exactly.
And we are developing, and we have developed relationships with these clients that allow us to have partnership conversations, that allow 100%. Us to really say, let's just talk about it, even if it's painful, right? Even if it's something before we would have been like, I don't want to talk about this. What do you mean? Somebody's not doing so well. It's really building a strategy together and talking it out. And that is how you lead to employee retention. That's how we've been able to retain such great consultants for our clients and retain and build great clients for future growth, right?
Yes. Yeah. So that's a great way of putting it, AnNur. And I think just wrapping all of this up is, you want to be successful next year. You need your team to be successful in order to achieve your goals. So take time to have those conversations, because it's going to keep your people motivated. It's going to keep them engaged, and it's going to keep them there at the end of the day.
And it's transparency. Well, who doesn't love and respect transparency at this time, right? That's what we've also learned coming from this pandemic, is being honest, in a professional way, and having those conversations to allow the growth. That's what fuels the growth in every capacity. So I have learned from you by asking that question about how your clients work with you and receive that type of feedback. And I think this has been awesome for me as well. And I'm looking forward to a strong 2023 with you, and the next year and the next.
Absolutely. Absolutely, AnNur. Well, thank you. And
thank you.
Happy New Year to everyone. Thanks
Happy
for taking
New Year
a few
to
minutes
everybody.
to watch.
Yeah, come blend with us.
Yes, exactly. Thanks.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Catherine, I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.